Today I want to talk to you about the Powerstrips by FG Express, and I want to talk about all the technologies that have been engineered into them. There are 5 of them. The first is the water-soluble adhesive. The second is the far infrared technology that is germanium-based. The third is Korean red ginseng, an important nutrient. The fourth is the alpha-3 CMP marine phytoplankton that is proprietary to our company. And the last thing I'll talk about is silver. The water-soluble technology that's been designed into the Powerstrips by FG Express is critical. The strips are designed for regular use. And the patented process that's been used to design and to make this adhesive actually allows for a skin-friendly process. Most adhesives that are in this technology, in the transdermal technology, are actually pretty caustic to the skin. So if you use them on a regular basis, you get irritation. But in the case of the Powerstrip, you have a water-soluble technology that is gentle on the skin, is much less likely to cause things like contact dermatitis, and a big bonus is that people with skin issues will be less sensitive to this adhesive. These are all very important things to understand because they've been designed for regular use. The next technology that I want to talk about is far infrared technology that is germanium based. Incorporated into the strip, into the base of the strip itself, are particles of germanium. Germanium is a naturally occurring element, but it has very interesting optical properties. It's understood by science that the body gives off energy in a spectrum of wavelengths. What germanium is able to do is actually absorb all of those wavelengths that are coming off the body and striking the patch and refocus it and direct it back into the body, but in the far infrared spectrum. So the question is, what does far infrared do for the body? Reported in many medical studies is that far infrared actually activates the nitric oxide pathway. The nitric oxide pathway has many beneficial effects to the body, but chief among them is that it causes dilatation of the vessels, allowing for propagation of more blood, more oxygen to every cell in the body, and then it also helps the transport of all the metabolic wastes from cells out of the body. This is a critical technology. When the far infrared energy that's reflected back into the body activates the nitric oxide pathway, blood is delivered more readily to each cell in the body. What does this do? It allows for better oxygen to get to the body. It allows for nutrition to get to each cell, but it also helps the cell's health by allowing export of all the metabolic wastes that occur as the cell goes through its process of living, of doing its job. Korean red ginseng is used in the adhesive portion of the patch. And when the skin is prepared, the Korean red ginseng actually diffuses through the skin into the body. What does it do when it reaches the body? It does many things. One of the most important things it does is it manages pain. There is good evidence in the scientific literature that calcium channels are blocked in the sensory neurons that actually conduct pain. So what it's achieved is pain mitigation. Pain is diminished. It's not felt as readily. It's actually been shown to improve memory, to improve incorporation of memory, and actually recall. So it helps the whole intellectual process. There's additional evidence in the medical literature that regular use of Korean red ginseng actually helps improve the immune system. It also helps with managing stress. It also helps with relaxation. These things work together to create an amazing effect in the body when Korean red ginseng is used on a regular basis. The medical literature also has great evidence that Korean red ginseng helps with immune response, it helps with liver function, it helps you to manage stress better. There's even evidence that regular use of Korean red ginseng helps with anti-diabetic